Welcome to AB Cardano. AB Cardano is your guide to professional trading by providing free educational trading materials and strategies. Now, let's get to class.
Welcome back. Now let's go to Chapter 8. The first question is, what is Elliott wave theory? The answer is, Ralph Nelson Elliot is the founder of the Elliott wave theory. Simply, market moves in certain way, motivated by people emotions, public psychology, or crowd behavior. Question number 2. What is the simple basic structure of the theory? The answer is swing wave followed by correction. This is the basic form and must be understood very well. Question number 3. How can I read the score of Elliott wave theory form? The answer is from 0 to 1 is a motive wave. People are optimistic and buying. From 1 to 2, corrective wave. People who bought from 0 to 1 are very happy with the profit and close their buy positions. This buy when optimistic and close or sell when happy with profit is repetitive and keeps going on. How much the corrective wave falls to? It can fall as much 100%, but doesn't exceed this. And this is still healthy growth. We can see point 2 fell to 50% of 0 and 1 length. After this fall, we would wait market to unfold and wait a reverse. Question number 4. After the first wave up and its retracement, what is next? The answer is, it will come another wave up followed by a retracement and so on. Question number 5. What are the basic teachings of the Elliott wave theory? The answer is, the theory says that the stock market follows a repetitive rhythm of a 5-wave advance from 1 to 5, followed by 3 waves decline, A, B, and C. One complete cycle has 8 waves, 5 up plus 3 down. Waves 1, 3, and 5 called motive waves. They are rising waves. Waves 2 and 4 are corrective waves because they correct waves 1 and 3. After 5 waves advance has been completed, a 3 waves correction begins. Question number 6. What does Elliott waves degrees or magnitude mean? The answer is, many different degrees ranging from grand supercycles spanning 200 years to a sub-minute degree covering only few hours. The basic 8-wave cycle remains constant no matter what degree is being studied. Each wave subdivided into waves of one lesser degree that, in turn, can also be subdivided into waves of even lesser degree. A given wave divides into 5 or 3 waves is determined by the direction of the next larger wave. Question number 7. What is the description of each wave of the 8 wave in a cycle? The answer is, Wave 1. Wave 1 is rarely obvious at its inception. When the first wave of a new bull market begins, the fundamental news is almost universally negative. The previous trend is considered still strongly in force. Fundamental analysts continue to revise their earnings estimates lower. The economy probably does not look strong. Sentiment surveys are decidedly bearish. Put options on vogue. And implied volatility in the options market is high. Volume might increase a bit as prices rise, but not by enough to alert many technical analysts. Wave 2. Wave 2 corrects Wave 1, but can never extend beyond the starting point of Wave 1. Typically, the news is still bad. As prices retest the period low, bearish sentiment quickly builds, and the crowd haughtily reminds all that the bear market is still deeply ensconced. Still, some positive signs appear for those who are looking. Volume should be lower during Wave 2 than during Wave 1. Prices usually do not retrace more than 61.8% of the Wave 1 gains, and prices should fall in a 3-wave pattern. Wave 3. Wave 3 is usually the largest and most powerful wave in a trend, although some research suggests that in commodity markets, Wave 5 is the largest. The news is now positive, and fundamental analysts start to raise earnings estimates. Prices rise quickly. Corrections are short-lived and shallow. Anyone looking to get in on a pullback will likely miss the boat. As Wave 3 starts, the news is probably still bearish, and most market players remain negative. But by Wave 3's midpoint, the crowd will often join the new bullish trend. Wave 3 often extends Wave 1 by a ratio of 1.618 to 1. Wave 4. Wave 4 is typically clearly corrective. Prices may meander sideways for an extended period, and Wave 4 typically retraces less than 38.2% of Wave 3. Volume is well below that of Wave 3. This is a good place to buy a pullback if you understand the potential ahead for Wave 5. Still, fourth waves are often frustrating because of their lack of progress in the larger trend. Wave 5. Wave 5 is the final leg in the direction of the dominant trend. The news is almost universally positive and everyone is bullish. Unfortunately, this is when many average investors finally buy in right before the top. Volume is often lower in Wave 5 than in Wave 3, and many momentum indicators do not reach a new peak. At the end of a major bull market, bears may be very ridiculed. That was a 5-wave pattern, dominant trend. Let's jump to 3-wave pattern, corrective trend. Wave 1. Corrections are typically harder to identify than impulse moves. In Wave A of a bear market, the fundamental news is usually still positive. Most analysts see the drop as a correction in a still active bull market. Some technical indicators that accompany Wave A include increased volume, rising implied volatility in the options markets, and possibly a turn higher in open interest in related futures markets. Wave B. Prices reverse higher, which many see as a resumption of the now long gone bull market. Those familiar with classical technical analysis may see the peak as the right shoulder of Head and Shoulders reversal pattern. The volume during Wave B should be lower than in Wave A. By this point, fundamentals are probably no longer improving, but they most likely have not yet turned negative. Wave C. Prices move impulsively lower in 5 waves. Volume picks up, and by the third leg of Wave C, almost everyone realizes that a bear market is firmly entrenched. Wave C is typically at least as large as Wave A and often extends to 1.618 times Wave A or beyond. After knowing about each wave, there are some rules we need to be aware of. Rule number 1. Wave 2 never retraces more than 100% of Wave 1. Rule number 2. Wave 3 cannot be the shortest of the 3 impulsive waves, namely Waves 1, 3, and 5. Rule number 3. Wave 4 does not overlap with the price territory of Wave 1, except in the rare case of a diagonal triangle formation. Question number 8. The motive wave is divided into 2 categories. What are these? The answer is impulsive wave. Simply, Wave 4 does not overlap with Wave 1. Diagonal wave. Simply, Wave 4 overlaps with Wave 1. Question number 9. What is failure fifth or truncated fifth? The answer is when Wave 5 fails to reach the high of Wave 3. Question number 10. What is failure fifth or truncated fifth in a downtrend? The answer is when Wave 5 fails to reach the low of Wave 3. Question number 11. How does the diagonal wave looks like in a cycle? The answer is, if the diagonal wave in the start, either start of 1 to 5, which is 1, or start of ABC, which is A, it is called leading diagonal. as we can see an example of an ending diagonal in wave 5 in uptrend and downtrend. Question number 12. What is an example of ending diagonal in uptrend? The answer is, in the Dow Jones example, ending diagonal is wave 5 and a corrective wave started after completion. Question number 13. Should I get ready to buy or sell this previous ending diagonal in wave 5 in uptrend 0? The answer is, of course, get ready for a sell. This is a sign of strong fall coming, at least to the start of the ending diagonal point. Question number 14. At the end of a downtrend, should I consider buying or selling when I see ending diagonal in wave 5? The answer is, we should be waiting to take a buy, as this is a sign of accumulation and an upwave is to follow next. Question number 15. What is a leading diagonal? The answer is, it is a motive wave. Wave 4 overlaps with wave 1 and the name suggests. It is at the start of a cycle in A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The start will be 1. And the ABC, the start will be A. So the leading diagonal can happen in wave 1 in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and wave A in the ABC. Question number 16. Can I see a graph of all possible locations of diagonals? The answer is yes. We can see the leading diagonals in wave 1 and A, and ending diagonals in wave 5 and C. The leading they start a cycle either 1, 2, 3, 4, or ABC cycle, and the ending they end the cycle either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or ABC cycle. Question number 17. Are you ready to know more about corrective waves in the theory? The answer is yes. Let's dive in and explore the hard part. Great. But first make sure you understood the previous part very well. Question number 18. What types of corrections in the theory? The answer is zigzag correction, flat correction, triangle correction. Question number 19. Can we get combination of corrective patterns back to back? The answer is yes. This is called double 3 and triple 3, simply zigzag followed by flat or flat followed by triangle. And the double 3 example is zigzag followed by flat followed by triangle.
Question number 20. What is zigzag correction? The answer is, it is a fast wave in the opposite direction. Zigzag is a 3 waves, A, B, C. A equal 5 waves, B equal 3 waves, and C equal 5 waves. So, when we say zigzag correction, we mean A, B, C, 3 waves correction, and if we break it down, it will be 5, 3, 5. Question number 21. How does a zigzag looks like in a downtrend? The answer is, it is 3 fast wave in the opposite direction. Zigzag is a 3 waves, A, B, C. A equal 5 waves, B equal 3 waves, and C equal 5 waves.
Question number 22. Can we see a double zigzag? The answer is yes, and in this case, we must have a connection between them. And this is called X, means it connects 2 corrections together, and X is ABC 3, 3, 3. Double zigzag happens the first zigzag is not strong enough, and it didn't correct the previous wave enough. So the market will consume more time to give a double zigzag. Question number 23. What is WYZ in correction? The answer is, in a triple 3 combination, let's say tribe zigzag as we see. The first zigzag is completed, A, B, C, 5, 3, 5. We call this W, followed by correction of the zigzag ABC 3, 3, 3. Question number 24. What is a flat correction? The answer is, it is 3 waves, ABC, and A is 3 smaller waves, and B is 3 smaller waves, and C is 5 smaller waves. Question number 25. How does the flat correction in a downtrend looks like? The answer is, it is a 3-wave correction to the upside. It is important to notice A is 3 waves, and B is also 3 waves, where C is a 5 waves in the flat correction. Question number 26. How many types of flat correction exist in the Elliott wave theory teachings? The answer is 3 types. 1. Regular flat, 2. Expanded flat, and 3. Running flat. Question number 27. What is the shape of regular flat in a bull market? The answer is, point B equal the start of A, and point C equal A. It is important to notice that B didn't exceed the start of A and C didn't exceed A. Question number 28. What is a regular flat in a bear market? The answer is, point B equal the start of A, and point C equal A. It is important to note that B didn't exceed the start of A and C didn't exceed A. Question number 29. What is expanded flat in bull market? The answer is, point B exceeded the start of A and point C exceeded A. Question number 30. What should we call this in our harmonic labeling system? The answer is simply AB break and C break. So point B did break the start of A and point C did break the start of B. Question number 31. How does an expanded flat correction looks like in a bear market? The answer is, point B exceeded the start of A and point C exceeded A. Question number 32. What is running flat? The answer is, point B will exceed the start of A, but point C runs short of reaching A. Question number 33. What is running flat in bear market? The answer is, point B will exceed the start of A, but point C runs short of reaching A. Question number 34. What is triangles? The answer is, triangles indicate equal force between buyers and sellers. They have 5 points, A, B, C, and D. 3, 3, 3, 3. Question number 35. What is a symmetrical triangle? The answer is, price is making lower highs and higher lows contracting in a symmetric fashion. Question number 36. What is the descending triangle? The answer is, the upper trend line is descending, lower highs, while the lower is horizontal, equal lows. Question number 37. What is ascending triangles? The answer is, the upper trend line is horizontal, equal high, and the lower is ascending, higher lows. Question number 38. What is expanding triangle? The answer is, the upper trend line is ascending, making higher highs, and the lower trend line is descending, making lower lows. The price expands inside the triangle. Question number 39. What is expanded triangle? The answer is, when point B exceeds the start of A, the same principle we applied in expanded flat.
Question number 40. In a double or triple combinations, can triangles come at the first or middle? The answer is no. triangles end the correction and can't have a correction to follow after them. Must be a breakout or breakdown.
Question number 41. What is a double combination and triple combination of corrections? The answer is 2 or 3 types of corrections back to back with X at the middle. Question number 42. What is the example of a double combination, flat and triangle? The answer is, we can notice the triangle was the end of the correction move. Question number 43. What is the example of a double 3 flat and zigzag? The answer is, we can see the correction started with a flat, regular type, then had a connection X, then had a zigzag. Question number 44. What is alternation principle? The answer is, simply alternate in correction types between wave 2 and wave 4. If wave 2 is a zigzag, then wave 4 is flat or triangle. If wave 2 correction point B didn't exceed the start of A, regular, flat or zigzag, wave 4 point B will exceed the start of wave A. Alternation can also happen in extensions. If wave 1 is normal, then wave 3 or 5 is extended, and vice versa. Remember, wave 3 can never be the shortest. Alternation also happen in time if wave 2 did correct fast. Then expect a slow correction in wave 4.
Question number 45. What does it mean? The max correction of wave 4 is usually at the same level of wave 3 lower degree wave 4. The answer is, this means that if wave 3 is extended, simply wave 3 is 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And wave 3 is completed, then wave 4 started the correction. Mostly wave 4 will correct to point 4 in wave 3.
Question number 46. What does it mean in extended fifth? The ABC correction will end at lower degree wave 2 of higher degree wave 5. The answer is, as shown, we noticed the ABC correction ended at lower degree wave 2 of extended wave 5. This gives the analyst heads up to expect how far can the correction ABC falls to. Question number 47. How do I draw the channels in Elliott wave theory? The answer is, wait to identify wave 1, 2 and 3. Then draw lines as shown step by step on the screen. Question number 48. Why do I change the angle of the drawing sometimes? The answer is, once wave 4 is completed, connect 2 and 4. Make a parallel line. Move the parallel line to point 3. Now we will have two sets of lines, the first ones and the modified ones. If wave 3 is very high, it is better to leave the first lines and second lines to watch how the market unfolds in the next wave. Question number 49. What are the correction levels in the theory? The answer is, the flat usually corrects to 38.2% from the previous motive wave, and the zigzag corrects to 50% or 61.8% from the previous motive wave. Question number 50. What is the relationship between wave 1, 3 and 5 as 8%? The answer is, case 1, wave 3 is extended, then wave 1 and wave 5 are equal. Case 2, wave 1 is extended, then wave 1 took most of the trend. Expect wave 3 and 4 together to equal 61.8% of wave A. Case 3, wave 5 is extended, then wave 5 is 161.8% of wave 1 and 3 together. Question number 51. What other ratios I should keep in mind? The answer is, as a general guideline, if wave 5 is extended, it will be 61.8% of total cycle length. And if it's not extended, it will be 38.2% of total cycle length. Question number 52. What is the retracement levels for zigzag correction? The answer is, it is simply like AB equal CD pattern. Question number 53. What is the correction for a regular flat correction? The answer is, regular flat is all equal length as seen. Question number 54. What is expanded flat correction levels? The answer is, point B will break above start of A, then falls to C, which will exceed A. BC wavelength can range from 138.2%, 161.8%, and 261.8% of wave A. This is a very important point to be aware of. BC can correct much further down, and this is still a BC correction wave. Question number 55. When I see an area would have two Fibo levels matching, would this be better? The answer is yes. As a guideline, it is great. However, the market has the final word. In this example, wave 1 correction of 61.8 is set at the dotted line. Wave 2 unfolded as expanded flat. Wave C is 161.8 of wave A, also happened to be at the dotted line. And finally, question number 56. What is the perfect ideal Elliott wave example of a cycle? The answer is wave 2, 61.80% of wave 1, wave 4, 38.20% of wave 3, wave 5, 161.80% of wave 1, wave 5, 61.80% of wave 0 to 3, wave 2, 61.80% of wave 4, and in wave 2, A equal B equal C, and in wave 4, A equals C, and in wave 4, B equal 23.6% of wave A.
Thanks for watching, liking and sharing this video. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell button to get notifications of what's new on our channel, and follow us on social platforms.